Well, how you guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from my series on how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without getting paid, without giving up Starbucks or being cheap. Also, you've been watching my other series where I talked about I had my car loan down to $5,970 and how I paid that off in about 8 months. Or you've been looking at my other series where I talked about I go to 24-hour fitness down to 3 inches now to stay in shape. Look at the one I talk about the body pump recovery. Or you watch my other series where I talked about how I pay off the smaller bills to help you pay off your smaller bills so you can free up an extra $50 to $60 you can apply towards your car loan. And in about 4 years, you would have paid, if you had only $15 to $30 to your car payment each month, you would pay off 4 months of a 60-month car loan. Like I told you before, after 60 months, car is basically depreciates to zero. And the only reason you get some money in an accident after the 60th year is because you've been paying basically double the insurance to cover what they call depreciation, which is the same as the value of the car it would be if the price didn't go down because a newer model is coming out. Well, today I'm just going to talk to you go over some of the things that may be preventing you from doing business with me, or just some things that are preventing you from spending money on yourself. So then I'll go over to we'll talk a little bit about my student loan. I'll hit you with some numbers, and I'll talk about how you don't necessarily have to have a student loan to pay off debt. You can have a car loan, you can have a payday loan, you can have a Macy's credit card, you can have a Visa credit card. You can be a person that has your first credit card bill you're paying off, or you're a person that's 60 that's paying off a bill. Just listen to the numbers and imagine, hey, if he can pay off that big amount of money, what could I do with my smaller $500 to $600 bill? But let's just first get started on some of the terms I hear. I've worked in sales that some people won't take action, or if people when you ask them to buy your Girl Scout cookies, they give you some excuses. The one I like the most is, "Oh, hello, sir. This is Martin. I'm calling to see if we can come by and give you a free estimate on your carpet." "Oh, I'm good." "Oh, I understand you're good, sir." Or I call a business up, "Hey, we want to come in and just give you some ideas how to keep your business growing because the economy is slowing and some of the business partners that you're doing with may go out of business, or they may not pay that bill, and that could impact you. So can we come in and show you how to increase your customers?" "Oh, that's good. I like that. That's good." So I take that, when you hear that like's good, couldn't you be excellent, sir? You know what? 125 Macy's stores are closing. 2,200 people, 2,200 people are going to lose their jobs within the next couple of weeks. Do you think they're doing good? Hey, do you think they wish someone would have come along and say, "Hey, just in case you lose your job, here's a way to create some extra money"? Or here's a way just to, "Hey, you've been paying for this bill, but you haven't been paying it off the right way. Why don't you modify it this way so you can have extra $50, $60 just in case something happens? You can buy groceries with cash instead of groceries on a credit card, or you can buy the higher quality food instead of going to the 99-cent store and buying the Campbell's soup with the dented can." Or there's some other one I heard on the internet about rejectedfood.com. You're doing some kind of crazy stuff like that. Do you think being excellent is better, instead of just being good? 2,200 people are good means, hey, a lot of people have been doing good, but they didn't prepare to tomorrow. So now they're doing bad. And what's another one I have right there? Oh, I'll get to it when I get my car loan started. You're going to have car loans forever, sir. Hey, how about if I give you a strategy to show you at least how to get your car loan paid up 2 to 3 months, so you can take some of that extra money you're saving on that and apply it toward other bills. So when I hear that, I'm doing this, I'm going to pay off, waiting on my income tax, waiting on my car, waiting to start a car payment. I got to pay this, I got to pay that. Hey, you only have today. That's why I say, hey, take advantage of it now, sir. Take the tips that I'm going to give you and apply it. Because, hey, Like last year, Toys R Us, a multi-billion-dollar store. Payless, multi-billion-dollar stores are out of business. Probably like 10 or 20,000 people lost their jobs, sir. How many of them probably said, oh, I'll put it off to tomorrow? No, no, no. In this economy, like I told you, 69% of companies break even or lose money. And the majority of them go out of business in year 7. So if you're at a company and you haven't seen any expansion and it's just you and another guy or you and 2 other people, that means they're not expanding. That means they don't have 1 or 2 accounts that they're trying to keep going. They lose one of those accounts, either you, your buddy, or both are going to get laid off. So when you have a chance to spend money, invest in yourself, because you got to invest in yourself today, because you don't know what you have tomorrow. And what's another one I like to hear? Oh yeah, I like this. This is a great one. Oh man, that's too expensive. I don't understand. Even though it's expensive, why don't you go on and do it? Because is it more expensive to invest some money now while you have a job? Or would you rather try to invest money later once you get laid off? Or what happens if your competition starts taking away your customers? That's going to be more expensive because now you're going to try to go out. You're going to be trying to advertise, get name recognition, and you're going to start doing all kind of crazy stuff. Where if you, hey, let's just go out, just to keep investing in our business as we go along, keep expanding, adding customers, preparing for when times slow down. Hey, wait till those, the impact, like not only did 125 Macy stores close, 452 Pier One import stores close. Let's assume there's only 3 people that work in that store. We're not going to count the janitor. We're not going to count the logistics. Which just means where they're getting the supplies. Basically, logistics is just code word for warehouse and truck picking up stuff from warehouse, dropping it off. Worked in a warehouse 30 years ago. So that's just like, this looks like a made-up term to make you feel good. But hey, it's more expensive if you have to try to recover or make up for lost customers. Or if you're just working on your own, would you rather like, hey, I'd rather like instead of watching a football game, hanging out with my friends, drinking, let me go out, take this course like I did. $5,000 just to go to Vegas, see Grant Cardone, see Magic Johnson, Kevin Hart, Richard Dawson about how to expand business. Doing that because the majority of people don't know how to sell. That's why you have so many businesses going out. How can a multi-million-dollar company that's been around for 30 years go out of business? Losing market share to Amazon. That's a place where you have a bunch of people just bagging up, boxing stuff and shipping it out. Something I did 30 years ago. Come on, man. The only reason that happens is if you're not paying attention to what's going around, you're not investing, and you're letting people try to take the easy way out. But you know what? A majority of those people buying stuff from Amazon, hey, they're 1 or 2 paychecks from going broke, being out of work too. So don't think, hey, man, I'll lose my job and I'm going to go work at an Amazon or I'm going to go work at another warehouse. Nobody. Technology is coming along. And as these companies, different businesses close, that means wherever they were supplying getting all their stuff to supply to different people, that's gone. There's no more other stuff, man. That means I don't need all these people. I don't need 150 people. Like I told you, Calvin and I worked probably like not an acre. I'd say we have like an eighth of like 4,000 or 5,000 square foot. It was bigger than that. I'm looking about, say we had like a 10 to 15,000 square foot warehouse. They call them acre feet now. And we ran a ejection molding machine, a lathe machine, the first generation CNC machine. We had springs that came in just for Sweden that we shipped out to people. We had a soldering little electronic board section where we soldered the first generation of sonic alarms and sent those out to people. It was only 2 of us. And I believe we only had 1 person. As we got busier, we brought 1 person in for part-time. And I look at all these warehouses, and I'm like, they have to at least be overstaffed by at least 20, 30, 40%. There's not that much picking. Because if I go to the mall, I don't see nobody. I mean, maybe they're online buying crap or something. Probably the only reason Amazon keeps busy is they keep reinventing themselves with different sales techniques. But Today, I want you to think, just listen to how many people say good, they're good. And like, oh, your employee said, I'm going good, man. He's probably the worst employee in the office. I'm doing good, man. Or man, that's too expensive. Hey, or what's another one I have? Or I'll get it done when? Just think. 125 Macy's stores closed. 2,200 people out of work. Pier Import. 452 stores closing. Just to say, 3 employees worked in those 452 Pier One import stores. That's basically almost about 1,287 people, that are 1,287 people that are about to get fired, laid off, however words you want to use it. Do you think they're doing good? You think they wish they wouldn't have said, hey, that's expensive. I should have gone and got that extra training and gone and learned that extra skill to make that extra sale. So at least if I go to a new job, I can show my employer, hey, this is the skills I've learned to make sales. Or I'm doing good. Yeah, I was going to do it, but I got no money now. So now how you doing? You're doing bad. Now, I think about that, and I want to end some tips. Listen to these numbers and see if you can apply them to yourself. Okay. On March 12, 2017, my student loan was about $79,500. Now, as of February 2020, I've gotten it down to $33,789. Okay, on June 16, 2018, my student loan was $54,051. Now, as of like February 20th, 2020, I've gotten it down to $33,789. Also, back in 2009, received a bill from the state of California. I owe $19,512 on a Medicare bill for my grandmother, because that was for hip surgery she had and also stay in a convalescent home till she passed away. And of that $19,512, state of California gave me 90 to 100 days to work out a payment plan. Otherwise, they would start garnishing my wages, and then they would repossess a house that I had taken, that was even going into probate. They were going to sell to get their money. So whenever you think, hey, the state or government will help you, the government will help you to the extent that you are broke. So if you're broke, the state will let you live on a free piece of land and try to get you out of sight, out of mind. But if you're like me, they find out you're working. Hey, Mark, you own a house. You better sell that house. The government's going to come looking for your money. I said, but my grandmother passed away and I'm still trying to get her affairs in order. Sorry, bro. We're like the Gestapo. You better give us your money, or your grandmother's dead. You may be lying next to her, or you may be on the street sleeping next to her, coughing like some of these homeless people do. So you better go out and get us her money. So whenever you think, hey, the government will help you, no. Even if you try to get unemployment, say 26 weeks, it takes you at least 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe 5 or more, because they're gonna check your paperwork. They're gonna make sure you dot your I, cross your T's. That means they're gonna check everything, double check your employer, and then if it looks good, you got 26 weeks, and after that, you better go out and make some money, because we don't help you unless you're homeless. Do you want an EBT card? You want an EBT card to go out there and lay out there on the street? We don't care. But even that won't last too long if there's no money, because the government's always checking their payroll. So think about that today. Listen to when a person says, I'm doing good. Listen to when you hear the expensive. What does that mean? It's expensive. You see the person going to Starbucks, driving a Beamer, driving all these expensive cars, and they got the nerve to come up to you. Could you buy my little Girl Scout cookies? Oh, that's too expensive. So think about that. And that's it. So look at those numbers. So think about it. Good, expensive, and different stalls. So work on that. Did you like what I hear? Do you believe what I'm saying? Share what you have. MART2NCHING2018@gmail.com. Share, comment, like. Share, comment, like. We are building a movement because times are going to get tough. My goal is to help you guys in those fulfillment centers. I want you to take those skills dealing with all those wacko coworkers and see if we can add an extra $100 to $200 to your income. That's the start. And you don't need to go back to school no more, because if all they're doing is creating warehouse jobs, I got to teach you how to deal with the crazies out there so you can get promoted, or you can just be the best person that works without getting bugged.